The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
You know what we like to do at this time. As always, we bring you guys some of the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got the homie Richie Wes in the building.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm back with the fam.
Yeah.
Be here.
Right,
I'm digging the new threads. You know what I'm saying?
The threads.
Oh, thanks, we redecorated.
That big money, this that big money talk now. I got it. You know what I'm saying? We got liquor sponsors.
When you get apps and stuff, we got to upgrade.
Yeah,
then you building studios.
I know.
And
Right.
Hey, y'all know.
How the new studio been treating you?
Man, we really getting going. We was in there last night. I brought Hayes and Breeze and them all through there. It was a bunch of us in there last night. We just finally getting that thing like the Pro Tools and everything hooked, because y'all know I'm computer illiterate. You know,
I'm with you.
I know now.
Yeah. so I had to have a couple people come through, just show me a few things. You know, I'm gonna pick it up as I go. I told myself I'm gonna dedicate at least 2 hours a day to me just, you know, learning the software and learning everything.
What inspired you to just open the studio?
Well, I remember my last interview when I was here, we all talked. I said I see myself stepping into the other side of the music business.
Yeah.
You know, outside of just being a rapper, I see myself as an executive, as a business person in this industry. So I just wanted to add more to what I could offer the artists and my peers as well. You know, just be like a tastemaker too. You know, on top of what I already do in there, that help me, help other people, help people that's close to me. I just feel like there's something we don't really got out west. I'm from out west, and it's not too many places where you can record. I seen a need. That's the businessman in me. I seen a need.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, right. I thought to fulfill it.
So is that coming off the energy F3?
Yeah, it kind of was all tied into, you know, like I wanted to make sure by the time this album was done, I was ready to really. I want everything to be like a level up. So with the album, I want it to be like that was the next step musically, and then this is the next step for me as far as a businessman. Because like I said, I'm gonna do both.
Well, like for F3, did you record it yourself or
no? I recorded F3 with Trips out west. I recorded, you know, that's the spot out west.
In your studio?
Yeah, in his studio, Trippy Tracks. Trippy Wave recording.
Shout out to Trippy on the beats.
Yeah.
And he
one of the coldest. He a rapper too, but one of the coldest engineers in Chicago, man. Shout out to Tripp.
Shout out to him.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'm gonna say I do want to tell you this because you told me to give you feedback, right?
My man.
So I'm gonna give you feedback. I love the content of the album. Okay. I love your lyricism. You bar for bar, you one of the best in the city.
Thank you.
Most people, you know, they don't want to get flowers, but people know, you know, you have great lyricism. As far as mixing, I feel like it was lagging. But overall content and product of the album, I loved it. Now, like I said, mixing, I think it could have been a little better, but I like it. And you hit it today, so I rock. Like I said, overall, I do rock with it. But that's about it. So I know once you fully get your studio ready, and you get your learning going on, and everybody in it, it's a wrap.
Yep.
I just want to say that summer's over.
Thank you.
Because that's my.
That's what's up.
That's what's you and Jay Hayes went in on that.
Your vibe is.
I love it.
Bro,
I love it.
Your vibe, like it's your energy.
Yeah.
Your energy is definitely a dime a dozen, bro. It's not easy to come by, and your energy from the track to your personality is everything.
Facts.
Appreciate that.
I feel like you gave us a real end of the summer album. Like
it was
that was like definitely like the vibes that I got from it.
And you see how like someone overtake you to that point. It's like it's so fun. It's so fun. Like, the album all fun and intense, and you know we kicking it. We talking about money, and then once you get to that point, that's when like the energy shift on the album to where I get more personal. You know, I reflect on other things about my current situation and all that, and it just coasts you on out to the end.
You know, another thing I meant to say too, you have an anthem sound. Like a lot of your records is anthem feel. Like you just, that's the best way to say it.
I just want to say, coming from watching you grow. Watching you grow has been a pleasure.
Definitely.
I remember first coming across you when you was just putting out F1.
Hey.
You feel me?
And
and it's like the maturity, bro, is scary because everything you told me in our first interview, my first interview with you when you was pushing F1, you was like, I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and you've done everything. You feel me? Like he said, you make theme music. Westside is still one of my favorite.
Hey, man. Hey, F1 back on the streaming platforms too, man. Go stream that.
If y'all ain't got that, y'all go listen to the F1. I want to say like
highly on that.
What has kept you motivated throughout from F1 to F3?
To be honest, I'll say it's the process. You know what I'm saying? And then the progress that come with every project. You know, I feel like I took every challenge head on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you go through so much. I feel like you get so much content to talk about, you know, with just pursuing music. If you really out here, you know, like y'all see me, I be out here. I'm at everywhere. I network everywhere. So you go through so much, and you consume so much. Then you get to the point where you traveling now. You know, you connecting the dots in other states. Now, you know, you can go here and know you good out here. You go to Atlanta and you know you good out there. Go to Cali, you know you good out there. Texas, whatever. And, you know, as you continue to progress, I feel like it naturally leak off into the music. As long as you don't lag, as long as you stay consistent with it, it's gonna get that same type of energy back to you. So as long as you out here grinding in the real world and in real life, it's the same thing gonna come out in your music for the type of music I make. You know, like for the type of music I make, I gotta say that I make. Because, you know, all I do is just draw inspiration from what I'm already experiencing. So it's my highs, my lows, and I feel like I did that in every album.
You could tell a growth in the album because the first album was like DJ L production heavy. Then the second album was turned, but it had a vibe to it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You got soulful. You really got in your lyrical bag on that second F2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it's like you just a whole vibe now.
You're a grown man now.
I feel like it's big boy rap. You know what I'm saying?
You're a lot more comfortable.
Yeah. Did becoming a father push that?
Yeah, because when we talk, I'm gonna keep referring back to our last interview because we talked about I was just a new dad. You know, my son was only one around the time F2 came out, so he had just did his first birthday party and everything. So it was still like new to me. So I just feel like through in this process, like I done learned so much. You know, because if I go all the way back to my first album, I would look at that as like that was a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I had to be that way. I had to rap that way. And then the second album was like me, me reasserting myself. Okay, now this is me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm out there like that. Because if you look at the first cover, my back turned, and I'm looking at what I want to be. You know what I'm saying? On the second album, I'm standing face forward, showing you like, okay, this is me right here. And then this album, this album, I mean, it's in my face, like. You know what I'm saying? Like this really what it is. Like
that was a super clean. That was a very super clean picture too.
Yeah. It was little 3.
I actually want to go back when you said challenges. You know, because you took a hiatus. You was quiet. You was quiet for a minute, man. So, what was some of the challenges you dealt with prior to putting out F3?
So I felt like I couldn't put anything because I wanted to follow it real fast. Like I did. Like I started working on music and everything, and it just wasn't coming how I felt like my follow up from. Because I'm gonna be real. I didn't expect people to really gravitate to F2 how they did. Like the impact that it had when it came out, and like the feedback I received. You know, I was still iffy about it because remember I told you I scrapped the first one. Yeah. I had 2 F2s. I scrapped that one. I'm like, man, no, I can't put this out. I can't. You know. Then I came back to it. I retooled it. I got with Kid Breeze. He produced maybe 10 records for me. We ended up using 5 of the 10 that we produced, and then that kind of balanced the album out because, like you said, it was super turned. Yeah, but it kind of smoothed out towards the end. And then by the time I got into this album, it was like I got quiet, so I was like, okay, let me dial back. Let me dial back from what I got right now, Let me just clear my head, and then I'm gonna go back to it because I started on F3 in September last year. So this right after the summer. You know, we was going crazy last summer.
So talk to me about the process of F3 then, because like that's a long time to be working on an album. Like to be working on a project in general, because we about to September's it's right on the corner there. So.
And then to follow off her question, you know, a lot of people have been dropping EPs, but you're comfortable with albums.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do you first, because with the EP thing, I know we in a time where everybody trying to say the Chicago music scene, since it's so cluttered, to make you stand out, you should push a single or something like that. Me personally, I don't really feel like I'm a single artist. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I would benefit with just having a single. Like Biko said, I make anthem music, so I would like to have a collection of my experiences and present it to you in a certain way sonically. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer that than just this one sound, and now you think that this one, because when people do the single, they want your next single to be just like the last single, because that's what they want from you. You know, I'd rather give you a solid project with a nice sound and it's packaged together. Now, can we do
that? Was you kind of honestly? You kind of answered it all in one, to be honest, because she asked you the process behind F3, and I asked about why album not EP, and you pretty much broke it down. But no, if you want to go into more detail about the process, go ahead.
So when I first got to it, I usually start with I get with L or whatever. So I got with L. We did like I got like probably 11 beats from him. When we sat, I went to his crib. We cooked up. I got like 11 beats. I'm like, all right, cool. This is like a fresh slate. I'm like, let me see because I didn't have the intention on like working on another album. I just was like, all right, let's put some music together. Let me see what I could get. See if I can catch something real quick. Put something out for the fall. Really, really hitting to get cold. So that happened. I didn't get nothing. I didn't come up with nothing from those beats. I'm like, all right, maybe I need to do a different type of beat. So I get back with Breeze, and we started cooking up. And I made when I got with Breeze, we did I'll Be Fine. So we had once we did I'll Be Fine, I'm like, all right, cool, I like this sound. So let's kind of get more soulful, So we cooked up some more soulful beats. So then I was going to the studio maybe once a week, probably from September to December. I was going once a week, and I would record something. It's a lot of music that I didn't use. Like you said, because you wanted to hear the process. There's a lot of music that I didn't use, but the only songs that I had from like September that actually stayed and made the album was like Rich. That's the second track, Rich. Again, I ended up doing Again in like November. I did that song in November. I liked it a lot. And I had I'll Be Fine. So I was like, if I could kind of smoothen it out somewhere in the middle between how I'll Be Fine sound and how Again sound, I feel like that would be my happy medium for this album. So
What's your most personal track on F3 that you would like to, share with the world?
It would have to be either For My Brothers or I'll Be Fine, or Out the Way too, because I feel like I touched on a lot of different things, because the underlying message of the album, I would hope that all my listeners got out of it was, no matter who's still on board or who's still on your boat or who's still on your ship, you see it through. It's just perseverance. So I got real personal on I'll Be Fine, because it was like, no matter what was happening, I knew I was going to be good. I'm still standing, figure it out if you don't go how I'm planning, just a lot of the stuff I said on the song. And then For My Brothers, that was just like for anybody, any other artist or anybody, whatever you trying to do, whatever you going through, you just see it through. You just really see it through. And that was just my last statement, because Three Kings Part 2, that was like a bonus track.
So speaking of Three Kings, because that was my next question. Anyway, we saw you guys doing a lot of shows together.
Yeah,
y'all hang out together,
make a lot of
money. Are we getting a Three Kings project from you, Kid Breeze, and Joel Q?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Man, y'all have to holler at all us together. So I don't really want to speak. But we did go to I'm gonna give y'all a listen. We did go to LA together. We had set up this like dope little setup in a hotel. Like, we went to Guitar Center. Took all that shit back. Took all that stuff back. We took all that back. But we set up a nice little setup in our hotel, and we was just cooking up. Breeze was making beats. We had the mic, everything set up. We doing some recording, just to have some roughs before when we got back to Chicago. We did a lot of joints. So
never know.
You never know.
Can we get like an exclusive of that?
That's kind of like an answer, right? They did a lot of joints.
They
They did a lot of joints.
No, we got a lot of music together, y'all. Like, for real, we got so much music together. It's just
I'm just, not to cut you off, but like, can we talk about how that relationship came about? Because I love like the dynamic of you three together. Like, it really always creates a super dope song. So how did y'all come about this whole Three Kings thing?
It had to be divine, to be honest, because I swear.
I like the way you said that.
Yeah, because me and Breeze went to school together.
Facts. Shout out all these SIU alumni.
So, we was cool or whatever, but we wasn't like how you see us. You can't see one without the other. But he introduced me to Joel. Like I said, we was all at the Money Right video. That's how we met.
Right.
We met at the Money Right video, and we kept seeing each other at shows. It's just you keep running around the same circuit, and eventually it just started turning to, okay, I got a studio session. If you ain't on nothing, come through, bro. Then I started doing the same thing. If you ain't on nothing, come through, bro. So we started going to each other's sessions. Then it came to collabs, features. Then it was, I met your mom. This my pops. This my people. Okay. Man, y'all want to go out of town? Oh, yeah, we go out of town. Oh, Black alumni coming up. You want to come with us, bro?
Real brothers.
And it's just how it is. Now we three years into this. They're my dogs, man. It's deeper than rap.
Do you see how that's signify each other? Three Kings. They've been together for 3 years.
They got to do an album.
Yeah, y'all gotta do.
It's gonna be the three.
And it's F3.
Right, F3.
Yo, that's.
I love it. That's so genuine. I like how relationships come about.
It's not forced
like
at all.
It's not.
But then y'all come around, and then y'all like it gravitates to then this whole DU movement come about.
Yeah.
Then it just grows into a bigger family.
Mm-hmm.
So it's now like we see you and Breeze and Joel Q. We see you, Joel Q, Breeze, Jay Hayes, Weasel, Audrey.
Right.
It's like a whole family.
It's like a family.
It was like everybody here had mutual relationships with each other. Because I had met Weasel and them all the way in LA, like in 2015. I ran into them. We all was from out west. But I was out there by myself. So I'm out there with all the drill rappers and all that. I'm like, man, I'm just me. I'm from the west side. And like, oh, we from the west side too, bro. Where y'all? Ooh. I know you. I heard your music before. We linked up like that, and then we had been talking for a while. And then I didn't know that Hayes and Breeze was tight like that. Till Breeze invited me to one of Hayes' sessions at Private Stock, and that's how I met Hayes. And me and him got cool. But me and Weasel had been cool before that.
So it was dope for you to find out like that. Wait, y'all know each other?
Yeah, like it was crazy, bro. I'm like, man, everybody know each other. I'm like, man, I felt like the oddball.
Hey, now, before we actually get into your single and your shout outs, I have one question for you. I know that you're a Jay-Z fan, Nas, Kanye, Rick Ross. I want to know who you've learned from the most out of those four, and what have you learned from them?
So out of the list you named, between those, I would have to say it'd be between Jay-Z and Rick Ross.
Thanks.
I rock with Hov for what he's been able to accomplish outside of music. I'm a big fan of his catalog too. Not to take anything away from that, but it's more what he's able to done. Like he knew how to leverage his celebrity into business, and I feel like that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I've gained notoriety over these 3 albums, so that led me into, okay, since I got all these relationships, these great relationships, like I'm good with y'all, I'm good with other artists, I'm good at other places.
Genuine too,
and it's real genuine. I met you at Swank PR. It's like 4 years ago,
and it's funny because I showed like, how the hell did I even meet Richie? Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, we met at Swank PR. I
remember that,
and it was real genuine. Like it was just, man, we chopped it up, long conversation. It was outside of whatever they was doing. We just still talking.
Yeah, I remember that.
I like this dude, man. I had just found out about iLLANOiZE. I was just doing what was it?
We kind of like just started. Yeah, we just it was like when we was just starting type.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this gonna work. I love what y'all trying to do, what y'all want to accomplish. It's good to see where y'all at right now too.
Yeah,
so
growth on both ends.
Growth. So with Jay-Z, I kind of take notes from that. I really try to leverage my networks and into business. That's why I opened up a studio. With Rick Ross, I love what he's able to do for other people. You get what I'm saying? Like other artists, look at Meek Mill, look at Wale, even the guys that aren't as successful as those two guys. You know, you got Omarion had a resurgence with the Booty Like Grocery song or whatever that was. You know, he had a run. Like I just feel like Rick Ross is the kind of person that he's kind of selfless. He'd rather put somebody else in a better situation, you know, without taking the credit for it. Like with I think with that last Meek Mill album, I think that Was Free song, that was originally his record, and he gave it to me. You know, I feel like I got that kind of heart. You know, I love his ear for production. You know, that's why my beats kind of sound the way, you know, I try to. With every album I got, it sounds different sonically. Like my beat selection, I feel like it's unmatched.
I mean, you got Breeze behind you too.
Right. I feel like you can stack me with. You can put me against anybody in Chicago, anybody that's currently supposed to be, you know, one of those people, one of those top guys. Sonically, my stuff not matched. It's just unmatched.
Hey, yo, the raspiness, the aggression, you definitely you're in a different pit when it comes to artists. Your artistry is unmatched, and you bring what you've dealt with to your music, which is, you know, people want realness.
Mm-hmm. It's believable.
Yeah, people want realness.
People and they be rapping and you be like,
yeah, that's fake.
But it's like I hear Richie and I'm like, no, he talking that shit. He really did that shit.
Now you brought us a joint, Rap Caviar.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite joints, man.
I mean, break down the joint and then let people know where they can find you, as well as where they can get the album.
Okay, so Rap Caviar, this came about. I was at Bree's crib one day. I say, man, Joe, we had I'll Be Fine and all that, like the little soulful joints. I like, now we got to get back to what we really do, you know, like let's get gritty.
Y'all got grimy.
You know what I'm saying?
I love this. I love when y'all talk y'all shit.
Yeah, let's get a little more gritty with this one. And you can ask Breeze, he'll say this like one of his top 3 beats. Like this was around the time where he just got the hang of Machine for real. Like this beat go crazy, man. So that's really how the song came about. We called it Rap Caviar because I looked at it as like the highest level of when you pursuing music. You know, that's why I had a dream we was living lavish.
Right.
But on the team, everybody had it clean. We was hitting traffic.
Right.
You know, so I looked at it like that. Okay, so what is the highest level of fine dining is what caviar and champagne and all that. You know, so I'm like, you know, this is what we do. The best beats. These the best beats in Chicago, and we the best lyricists in Chicago. Let us talk our shit. You know, so that's where Rap Caviar came from. That's why we named it Rap Caviar. This is Rap Caviar. This is top notch. You know, Chicago lyricism with production is unmatched.
Sounds delicious.
I'm ready to hear it now.
Hey, I mean, again, let people know where they can get F3, my brother.
Oh, F3 is available on all streaming platforms. My entire catalog is now on all streaming platforms. So you can go, you can get F1, you can get F1 to F3 everywhere. I am Richie Wes. My website is RichieWesHQ.com. RichieWesHQ.com. I got pictures. My previous interview with iLLANOiZE is on there. This interview will be on there as well. Yes. Make sure y'all download the iLLANOiZE app too.
Go crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Get that from our people.
You heard
we all came a long way. You know, I'm just happy to be here. You know, I'm back with y'all, so that means I'm doing something right. So
hey, I got word you was doing things off faith. You know what I'm saying? And faith is the way to go, my brother. Exactly. God is real. For those that's atheists out there, God is real.